The headline flashes worldwide. Philippine Navy welcomes former Japanese destroyers in Manila Bay. But here, on the ground, it's more than a headline. It's a new dawn. January 31st, 2026. A cool breeze sweeps Manila Bay, charged with anticipation. Thousands gather along the waterfront, eyes fixed on the horizon. Two sleek silhouettes emerge from the mist. The former Asagiri-Class destroyers, now under the Philippine flag. Their modern gray hulls cut through the water, a stark contrast to the aging ships of the past. The crowd erupts in applause, waving flags, faces alight with pride. This isn't just about ships, it's about hope and a new chapter for national defense. For years, the Philippine Navy made do with outdated vessels. But today that changes. The destroyers glide toward Naval Station Jose Andrada, guided by tugboats, welcomed by a sea of waving hands. Parents point out the ships to their children, explaining the significance of this moment. The sight of these warships signals a commitment to securing the nation's maritime territory. The message is clear. The Philippines is serious about defending its sovereignty. The old story of making do with less is ending. The arrival of these destroyers marks the start of modernization and renewed partnership. As the ships dock, a sense of new beginnings fills the air. A new day has dawned for the Philippines, marked by these formidable guardians. The cheers aren't just for steel, they're for what these ships represent. The destroyers, now BRP Andres Bonifacio and BRP Gregorio del Pilar, become instant icons. People see more than hardware. They see a stronger, more capable Philippines. On deck, Filipino sailors stand tall, proud to be the new custodians of this advanced capability. Many trained in Japan, forging bonds with their Japanese counterparts, now they stand ready to defend their homeland. Across the archipelago, Filipinos watch the event unfold, feeling a surge of pride and reassurance. For fishermen and families, these ships are a promise of protection and security. The sight of the Philippine flag on these warships stirs deep patriotism. This moment unites the nation, boosting morale and confidence. The arrival of these destroyers signals a serious investment in the country's future. They are more than military assets. They are floating monuments to national resolve. The Philippines stands taller today, ready to secure its place in the world. The formal ceremony begins under the morning sun, with anthems of both nations echoing across the pier. High-ranking officials from the Philippines and Japan stand together, symbolizing a deepening alliance. The president and Japanese ambassador speak of shared values and a common vision for a free and open Indo-Pacific. Japanese officers formally hand over the ships to their Filipino counterparts. Handshakes, salutes, and smiles seal the moment. This partnership is forged not just between governments but among sailors who have trained and built trust together. The alliance is moving from words to action. Joint training, intelligence sharing, and coordinated patrols are set to begin. The ceremony sends a clear signal. These two maritime nations are united in purpose. Filipino and Japanese sailors mingle, capturing memories and forging friendships. This collaboration marks the start of a new era of practical cooperation on the high seas. Once on opposite sides of history, the two navies now stand together, ready for the challenges ahead. To grasp the significance of these destroyers, consider the Philippine Navy's recent past. For decades, the fleet relied on aging World War II-era ships, no match for modern threats. Crews worked miracles to keep them afloat, but technology gaps persisted. Patrolling 36,000 kilometers of coastline, with outdated vessels left vast areas vulnerable. The Navy's struggle was a national concern, especially amid rising tensions in the South China Sea. Small Philippine ships often faced off against much larger, modern adversaries. The imbalance was stark, highlighting the urgent need for modernization. The arrival of the Asagiri-Class destroyers is a decisive break from the past. It's the result of years of effort under the Horizon Modernization Program. The nation is no longer willing to accept the status quo. The old ships served with honor, but their era is over. A new chapter of capability and credibility begins now. The Asagiri-Class destroyers are a technological leap for the Philippine Navy. These aren't just bigger ships, they're advanced weapons platforms for modern warfare. Refitted from the Japan Maritime Self-Defense Force, they bring cutting-edge systems. Their anti-submarine warfare capabilities, including hull-mounted sonar and helicopters, are game-changers. Armed with Harpoon missiles, they offer long-range strike power and credible deterrence. Sea Sparrow missiles and Phalanx CIWS provide layered air defense. The Combat Information Center integrates radar, sonar, and surveillance for rapid decision-making. These ships act as floating command and control hubs, multiplying the Navy's effectiveness. Filipino sailors have trained extensively in Japan to master these systems. Maintaining such advanced technology is a challenge, but the Navy is prepared. The Asagiri-Class sets a new standard for operations and professionalism. They're more than an upgrade. They're catalysts for the Navy's transformation. The entire organization is lifted to a higher level. The destroyer transfer is just the start. The real strength of the Philippines-Japan alliance is built behind the scenes. Joint training exercises are underway, ensuring the Philippine Navy can operate and integrate these ships with allied navies. Drills in the South China Sea build interoperability, allowing seamless communication and coordination. Exercises focus on anti-submarine warfare, maritime security, and disaster response. Japanese and Philippine warships sailing together send a powerful message of unity. Japanese experts share tactical knowledge and technical expertise, while Filipino sailors contribute their own experience. This exchange enriches both navies and builds a culture of excellence. The alliance is a cornerstone of the Philippines' new defense posture. Maritime challenges are too great to face alone. Partnership is essential. By building a network of like-minded allies, the Philippines enhances regional stability. Japan's maritime expertise and shared interests make this partnership crucial. Practical, on-the-water cooperation solidifies the relationship. Together, they're building a collective security framework for the region. The presence of these destroyers in Manila Bay symbolizes Japan's evolving global role. Once limited to self-defense, Japan now embraces a proactive stance for regional peace. The free and open Indo-Pacific vision, shared with the Philippines and other allies, upholds a rules-based order. Japan strengthens security partnerships, and the destroyer transfer is a prime example. This isn't about aggression, it's about capacity building and stability. By empowering partners like the Philippines, Japan helps secure vital sea lanes for all. The strategic implications are profound: deeper alignment between Japan and Southeast Asia. This partnership provides a counterbalance to coercive actions in the region. For the Philippines, Japan's support adds diplomatic and military strength. It diversifies alliances and enhances the country's negotiating position. Japan's new approach is reshaping regional security architecture. The Philippines is now a key partner in this transformation. Together, they're building a more secure and resilient Indo-Pacific. With ceremonies over, the real work for BRP Andres Bonifacio and BRP Gregorio del Pilar begins. Their mission: establish a credible naval presence, especially in the West Philippine Sea. These warships deter illegal activities and protect Philippine sovereignty. Safeguarding marine resources is a top priority. Illegal fishing costs billions annually. The destroyers' range and surveillance systems make them key assets in this fight. They can patrol vast areas, identify threats, and coordinate law enforcement. Beyond patrols, these ships serve as ambassadors during international port calls and exercises. Their presence strengthens alliances and showcases a modern navy. In disaster response, the destroyers provide vital support: power, command facilities, and helicopters for relief. They're not just instruments of war, but of life-saving and resilience. Serving the Filipino people, they stand ready for any challenge. The nation's new guardians are on watch. The arrival of the Asagiri-Class destroyers is a statement about the Philippines' future. It marks a turning point towards self-reliance and regional respect. These ships strengthen the country's position through credible defense, not aggression. A stronger Philippines stabilizes Southeast Asia and upholds international law. The transfer cements the Philippines as a key Indo-Pacific security player. The world is taking notice. The nation is stepping up. For Filipinos, these destroyers symbolize hope, progress, and a government listening to their needs. The sight of modern ships crewed by Filipinos inspires confidence and unity. National morale rises alongside military capability. The BRP Andres Bonifacio and BRP Gregorio del Pilar embody a new era. They represent a future where the Philippines can protect its waters and stand with allies. As they sail on their first patrols, they carry the hopes of over 110 million Filipinos. The horizon, once uncertain, now shines with promise.